everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Rebecca and I'm here today to share my March sparks, the things that sparked my soul and made me happy as fuck. It's my favorites for March, and this is my first time doing this video, so there's probably going to be no particular order. The order you get is the one I wrote down randomly in my journal last minute because I really want to do these videos. They're so much fun to watch, and I feel more legitimate on YouTube. I feel more valid in my place in my community. So I'm like, I can do this video, and now I'm gonna do it. And I wanted, full disclosure, I wanted to call it something cool and funny and cute, like Candy, Soul and Soil, linked up above. She calls it her happies, and that fits for her. And Lisa, linked up above, calls it her show and tell, and that fits for her. And so I was like, so what am I going to call it? And I'm like, it's my sparks. It's the things that sparked my joy and sparked my fire, and I'm so excited. So let's dig in. The first thing I wanted to do was talk about my card for the month of March. I pull a year ahead spread for myself, and my card for the month of March was Judgment. And oh boy, if you watch my April video from my bullet journals update, it's up above in the cards. It's been a big month. It's my birthday month in March. It's been transformative. And I thought it'd be really cool if I picked my favorite depiction from the decks I have of the Judgment card. And I have two. One is the one that I base my readings off of right now. This is my Star Seeker Tarot, and this is what I use for my year ahead spreads. And this is how it felt. My Judgment month felt very much like this. It felt for me being reborn. Me being reborn from the flame. So that's very much how this month has felt. It has felt like me being reborn like a phoenix. And that brings me to my second favorite depiction. I couldn't pick one, and that's the Judgment card from the Mariel Tarot, because it is a phoenix. It is a raw phoenix, and it shows more of the raw emotions of what I experienced going through this Judgment month transformation, because I feel like I've transformed. So those are my favorite depictions of my card from the month. In no particular order, I'm just kind of randomly going with this, and then maybe next month I'll be more organized. I want to talk about, I went shopping. So like some people in March, we got an income tax, and I went shopping for Value Village, and it was one of my favorite experiences from the month, because I had started to have these realizations about myself, and so I went shopping, and one, I came in under budget, which almost never happens when I go shopping. I came in almost $100 under budget. And two, I love every single piece of clothing I bought. And I couldn't try them on fully there because the change rooms are closed. I brought them home, I tried them on, and I love them. This shirt is one of the things I got, and I love it. And it feels so good because I was able to go through and get rid of stuff from my wardrobe that I don't love. And it feels amazing to get dressed. And I actually am excited to get dressed every day because my clothes aren't taunting me. They're not mocking me. They don't make me feel gross. They just make me feel good. My other favorite experience was the first thing I got to do for my birthday in 2 years, because there's a pandemic. So my friend invited us to, me and Z and our kiddo went to a shop opening, and it's this place called Prehistoria. I'll link the website down in the description box. And it's a half museum, half oddities gift shop. So you go up the stairs and um there's like a long room that's like the gift shop, and then there's a long room that's like the museum kind of setup. And it was their grand opening weekend. They moved into the place in January 2020 and was getting it set up, and then the pandemic hit. So I had 2 birthdays in the pandemic where everything was closed. My first birthday, it didn't bother me too much because it had just started. So we put up a tent in the living room and, but last year it did. Last year was my 30th birthday and I didn't get to do anything. So this year it was amazing. And this was hands down one of my favorite things. So because it was the grand opening weekend, they had shows, like, and apparently they just like know random people, so they had animal shows, they had a magician, and the animal show, we got to catch one of them and it was fabulous. There was bunnies that they brought out in a little basket, and they were so fucking fluffy and cute and soft. And there was a chameleon. We didn't get to pet the chameleon, but I've never seen a chameleon in real life. There was a snake. There was a boa constrictor. There was a ball python. We got to touch the boa constrictor and the bunnies. And I'm sitting there, and the person is like asking people who knows animal facts, and I'm like, me, I do. And I just keep shouting out I really like animals, you guys. So I keep shouting out animal facts. I am, Lisa, in case you wondered, I am the person, I am always one of the people who watches Lisa Popez's videos when she's trying to identify animals. And I'm like, it's this, Lisa. She can't hear me, but I'm pretty sure I almost always message about or like comment about it because it does. I love animals. My kid loves animals. They've watched Wildcrats a lot. You can't not learn a lot about animals doing stuff like that. So, there was this beautiful bird, which was, I don't remember what it was called. It was something, a hornbill. Her name was Maggie, and she was such a diva. But the best thing was Quincy. And Quincy is a big ass tortoise. And my kiddo loves turtles and tortoises. They are an animal guide for him. He has always loved them. And so she brings out this big tortoise, Quincy, and he loses his mind. And Quincy was very wide awake. She kept walking all over the stage. She kept trying to eat everything. There was a couple little scraps of paper. So this tortoise is moving and trying to get the scrap of paper. And then so I'm calling out with all my mom instincts. I'm like, she's going for paper. And then the person's herding around Quincy, moving the paper. There was a fossil on the stage that Quincy kept headbutting. It was hysterical. Quincy was so funny. She was so amazing. And we got to pet her. We got to go up and touch a tortoise in real life. If y'all follow Tiptoe, the tortoise on TikTok, she was that kind of a tortoise. She was 80 pounds. She was still young. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. And getting to pet a tortoise with my kid was one of the highlights. I got to like watching him freak out. Oh gosh, it was so much fun. And there was a gift shop, did I mention? And we had just gotten income tax, so I had spending money. So I bought a couple things, and they're so fucking cool. So I got this little tiger's eye skull pendant. I don't have any tiger's eye pendants. I've been a bit nervous to work with tiger's eye. And so, but I couldn't resist this little skull. Like, it's just a little head. I got this black obsidian crescent moon. But the really cool shit. This is it's a glass vial of, it's all good. This is a glass vial of Himba soil. And what's interesting is it's settled. It was a bit higher. And Himba soil it's from a specific place in the world where they're known for their red soil. I don't know what I'm going to use this for yet, but it's fabulous. It's really cool. There, now it looks, because it had settled. So, but the pièce de résistance, my favorite of the favorites that I got from my favorite event, is this little vial. And this is volcanic ash from the Mount St. Helens volcano. And I'm going to use this. I'm going to add some of this to my creation when I make my black salt to give it an extra powerful oomph. How fucking cool is that? Like, talk about sparking creativity with volcanic ash. And like, when you sit and you think about the fact that I've been having a Phoenix month and I've been being reborn, and I had a reading from Lisa that was all about my volcano being buried in water, and I've been coming out of this water of it. And then I bought volcanic ash, and it's too perfect, and I love it so much. So that was the Skull Store Prehistoria grand opening and the stuff I got from it. Another thing I got was I actually ended up canceling my Witch's Bounty because I'm tired of getting random stuff in. The stuff in is gorgeous, but it feels like I've got enough stuff and I'm ready to start just being more conscious about the stuff I bring in. So I canceled my Witch's Bounty because I don't want, there's been some necklaces that are gorgeous that just aren't really for me. So I'm like, I might as well save my money. It's important. I need to save my money, and then I can buy stuff I like, which I did the day I canceled it. I bought myself a birthday necklace because I like spoiling me. And I bought this. I will try to remember to link the Etsy shop. This is a Mars themed rollerball pendant necklace. It's got, both of these are said to be like rosy banded agate or something, and it's got like a triple moon around the outside of the agate, and then on the back is their symbol, which is got another triple moon with a pine tree. There, you can see that. And it's beautiful. And Mars is the ruler of Aries, and I'm a fire baby. And it came with a free sample of a rollerball oil, which was fabulous. And then I put some of my Rise, Rise rollerball, or some of my Rise oil from a witch's box, a witch's moon, in it. And it's gold, and I love it, and it hangs long, and it's fabulous. And I've really discovered I love rollerball necklaces. That's the best way to get me to use oils, is I use my oils mostly in rollerball necklaces or putting a couple drops on the top of my candles when I'm doing a ritual or a spell. So there's my Mars necklace. Another thing that I got in March, which I really love, which sparked me, it didn't just spark me, it sparked a whole ass confusion. One day a bunch of mail showed up. And Z told me one of them was for me, and it looked like a thing from Amazon, except it didn't look like a thing from Amazon. And she opened it, and it was this. And she tried to fucking steal my dragon. This is my dragon. And we couldn't figure it out. It's like, I didn't buy a dragon. What the hell? And then I figured it out. My dear friend Rana, who I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before, when I've been getting mad and overwhelmed, I've been talking to a couple friends, and I would say, you know what? Someone just get me a dragon. Get me a dragon and I'll go take care of some of the world issues, okay? Please. So Rana sent me a dragon as a surprise gift when I was having a bad day. And she sent me this dragon. It's my badass protection dragon to remind me that I am a badass and to help protect me. So got a dragon from one of my best friends. She's like my sister. I adore you, Rana. Love you. I haven't named her yet. So if you want to, and I'm holding my pen because I'm checking off my list as I go so I don't repeat things. So if you want to help me name my dragon, you can put comments down in the comments. You can comment a name for the dragon. I can't guarantee I'll use it or like it, but it'll be fun. So that is that. And what's next? Another thing I got in the mail that I loved was my unboxing of stuff from Lisa, which that video is linked up above. And that's when I got my El Goliath Tarot. Now, this isn't my favorite new deck because I haven't worked as much with it as one of my others. But this deck, the artwork hit me in a way I wasn't quite expecting. And it's a powerful deck. So when I'm having just a shitty day, I'll pull a card and read from the guidebook and sit it up on my little shelf windowsill thingy. And it kind of helps bring things into perspective. So this was the first one I pulled, actually. Caution. And the pictures are really intuitive too. So I had to give that like an honorable mention because it's so beautiful. I think it'll be a deck I work really well with. I got other stuff that was just a bit more oomphy, right? A bit more in your face connected to. But in that package, if you watch that video, you'll know what I'm about to show you. In that package was my wand. Lisa gave me a wand that turned out it wasn't for her. And I love this wand. And there it is. There's my little groove. There's a little like groove that I like to put my finger in and be pointy with. And then I can feel the crystal in my hand. Talk about fiery too. Like if you look the way the things lick up, it's like a flame tongue. It's like they're like forked tongues, which is always very fiery to me. So it's my wand. Thank you again, Lisa. I love it. Her name is Betty. Okay, it's not. I didn't name my wand Betty, but I make weird jokes like that. So there you go. So my wand, this is one of my favorite things. Like this is like top of the charts. And I used it in my birthday ritual, which brings me to my next favorite, my birthday. My birthday was on March 30th. I turned 31. Wasn't that many days ago. It's Sunday the 3rd as I'm filming this. 3rd? Yeah. Anyway, my birthday was amazing. It was a perfect magical day. The weather was shit, but I had such a good day. I felt amazing. I had time alone. I had extra time with my honey because she had a doctor's appointment, so she wasn't able to go to work before or after. There wasn't enough time. I got donuts. I got for my birthday, I picked Ferrero Rocher donuts, which I'll insert a picture here of them. And they're amazing. They're so good. Oh my God. And I did a ritual. So this was my favorite magic thing. I did a ritual on my birthday where I called back my personal power, and I'd been planning this for a while. And I got that video idea from the Mint Fairy. I'll link it up if I have enough space in the cards. Otherwise, I'll try and remember to put it in the description. And that ritual was super powerful. And I used my wand in that ritual, which is how we got to the segue. And I vlogged it. I didn't vlog me performing the ritual, but I vlogged throughout the day. I vlogged doing my solar return reading. I vlogged setting up this crystal grid that's beside me, which is why I'm not really mentioning it. It's just kind of vaguely there, because that's going to be one of the next videos coming up, is my birthday vlog. And I'll try and get it up soon. It's just, as I'm filming this, I have 4 videos already filmed, 2 of which are edited, 2 still need to be edited. I have a third one that needs to be edited that I just filmed earlier today, and now I'm filming this. I am feeling inspired. So I have a lot of stuff that's kind of percolating. But doing that vlog for my birthday, my whole birthday was just, it was amazing. It was the best birthday I've had in a long time. So that was pretty awesome. I thought it would be fun because I'm a journaler and that's kind of what I'm known for, even though now I'm delving into more things. I thought it'd be fun to talk about my favorite spread from my bullet journal that just really inspired me. And for me, for March, it was my goal spread. And this sparked a whole thing. If you check out my journal update video, which again, that is in the cards, this is what started the whole revamping of my journal when I was setting up my new one, because this, I condensed it and it worked so much better than the previous iterations, which I was expanding to take up more space than I needed to, that it sparked the whole idea that had me revamp my entire planner and my planner system. And I think like it's really great. So this was really, really fabulous. And it worked really well. It wasn't a perfect month, but I made progress on the things I wanted to. And it worked. It worked. I didn't do all of my goals, but I did the important things and I learned a lot. And so to me, that's a win. And so to me, that's a win. And one of the things in my goals for that was reading Rebel Witch, which is it's a great book. I am still reading it. I'm not done, but I am over halfway done and I've been really enjoying. So the goal I had was, instead of when I would eat, instead of watching videos, to switch to reading instead. I kind of fell off that habit that I was building because I was eating a lot of really greasy foods and I didn't want to get grease all over my book. So still troubleshooting that, and I'm going to try and go back to like reading instead of watching when I'm eating, if what I'm eating is not super greasy. I'm a messy eater and I don't want to get grease all over my books, right? So that's a work in progress, but I am reading this. I've actually started taking it with me to work when I take transit for work 1 day a week. So I'm about halfway done. So that is my favorite book. One of my favorite decks that I played with this month was my This Might Hurt Tarot. I pulled this back out for my daily draws, and I'm really glad I did. I hadn't played with it in a while, and so it was really good getting it out and using it again. So I have my This Might Hurt Tarot. Definitely gets an honorable mention for a favorite, for a spark, one of my sparks, but that does not take the cake of my sparky decks for March. The one that takes the cake is the one that I still haven't put the walkthrough up, because I wanted to do this video, and this video feels like more of a time limit. So the walkthrough's coming, I promise. my first edition Marielle Tarot. This is my favorite deck from March 2022. It sparks my creativity. It sparks my new ways of thinking. It sparks my spirituality. It sparks my inspiration. It sparks my soul. This gives all of the sparks. I kind of match her hair. Like, we kind of match. Pretty cool. This this deck has made me cry every single time I read with it. And the reason this gets favorite, not like the Goliath, is I've done readings with this month, and they've all, like I said, they've all made me cry. So my favorite deck for the month of March is my Marielle Tarot, which was my birthday present from my wife. So it's super special. And I love it. By the time April's done, you're going to be very tired of me talking about this because I've talked about it in a lot of videos that are coming up. The last two things I have are just things I've just really enjoyed. And the first is what I'm really enjoying watching right now. And this was the standout thing that I've been watching in March that is really sparking my inspiration. And that is watching a bunch of Candy Soul and Soils videos, which I'll link her somewhere, hopefully up in the cards, but if not, check the description. I'm sure a bunch of you have heard of Candy Soul and Soil and have watched her videos more than I have. And I watched them for a while, and then I don't know what happened. It kind of stopped. I got distracted. And then for some reason, I don't even remember why, I decided to start watching her videos again this month. And it has been wonderful. Her videos inspired me to believe that I could do tarot tag videos and had me rethinking things. They're so inspiring and thought-provoking. It's the favorite thing. And it's April 3rd as I'm filming this, and it's still my favorite thing. And it was a favorite YouTube thing that I started doing more of in March. So thank you, Candy, for your videos. They're amazing. Please. And then the last thing was my favorite video that I filmed in March. And if you've been around, you're probably not surprised that my favorite video I filmed in March was my collab video with Lisa, where she came and she bought me, well, she didn't buy me, she made me buy a tarot deck. And in case you haven't seen it, go and check it out. It was so much fun. Lisa is wonderful to work with, and she's a great friend and a great person to talk to. And it was just so much fun to sit together for an hour and nerd out about tarot. I thought when we were going to film, I thought we were going to be cracking jokes, but we're both so seriously into tarot, and we both so love nerding out and info dumping that's what it became. It was just us nerding out about tarot together, and it was so much fun, and I got a really great deck. If you haven't seen it, go away, because spoiler alert. But if you have seen it, I got my Bonfire Tarot, which this is not a favorite this month for March. It's not a spark because I just got it and I haven't, like, I didn't even get it in March. I got it on the 1st of April. So it's not a March. So stay tuned. This might be coming back. I was going to do a walkthrough of it, and I filmed it, but I was feeling really weird that day, and it just kind of didn't go anywhere. So I'll do a video. I'll try and include talking about it, hopefully, in my April Sparks. But I got my Bonfire, and filming that with Lisa was the most fun. It was so much fun. And otherwise, I'm just really having fun filming and doing YouTube stuff right now. And that's it. That's my stuff. That's the stuff that sparked my soul. It lit a fire in my heart, and other dramatic ways that I can word that, for the month of March. I hope you had a good month, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below one of your favorite things from the month of March, and I can't wait to read them all. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification so that way you can come on back nice and easily to join me for more videos. I've got lots of stuff coming up. I've got the Marielle Tarot walkthrough. It is filmed. It is edited. It's going up. I've got my birthday vlog coming up. I've got a video that I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I've got another one. And I just filmed today that goddess work video that I've talked about. So I've got lots of videos going on, and I've got lots more ideas. I'm feeling incredibly inspired, and life's just pretty great. So I'm going to leave it here, and I'll talk to you all later. I hope you have a wonderful whatever part of your day you're watching this. Lots of love. Bye.